ring. Can you just talk about, your chemistry with him? And, was he kind of a stiff guy? Because it seems like he's a very rough and tumble guy in the ring.
Oh yeah, I mean he was tough, and I used to come home and tell my wife, God, I've had easier street fights, because we go out there, and I mean we convince the people that that they believe the surgery that I had on my knee and because of the figure four, and we went out there and I don't know if you remember, but Hogan used to wrestle and he'd sell out, and then he'd have a return match, and the attendance would drop in the arenas because the people just didn't believe that his opponent was going to beat him. Once Hogan had one round with the guy, his attendance would usually drop, and me and Valentine would go against each other, and we'd have a return match, and we'd sell out again, without Hulk Hogan. And, we convinced the people that we would beat the hell out of each other and the feud was for real. And, the people enjoyed watching us, we did have great chemistry. I mean, we had our time matches where, we said very little to each other. We just went out there and, we just rolled with the punches and listened to the people and and the people just stayed with us throughout the whole whenever we wrestled our time limits, they were right there, throughout the whole match. And those are wrestling an hour, no matter who you go up against, they're very difficult matches.
Absolutely, and in particular, I do remember one crazy cage match you guys had in Baltimore, where the crowd was absolutely nuts for you guys. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was a great match, and again, the place was packed. It was completely sold out, and Hogan was not there, and we were the main event. And when I took that title away from Greg the Hammer Valentine, to me, I think it put me over the top. I got over even bigger than I ever was at the time. That's why I was so disappointed. Because that was the last really big thing Tito Santana did by himself. I wish I could have kept on going by myself and continued to do different angles with different guys, but it didn't happen.